Hey, what's up on YouTube? It's Rob here, and today, I thought I'd make a quick little video explaining something. And for those of you who aren't in the know, um, or for those of you who have been living under a rock, I don't know if you are, I don't know who, or for those of you who don't know what I talk about is, I recently a list, I made a list of actors who are my top 10 favorite Power Rangers actors. There's one actor left off that list. Rick Medina Jr. Now, why did I leave him off that list? You may be wondering. Well, isn't he a Power Rangers actor? Well, yes, he is. He's in fact a Power Rangers actor. He's been in 2 series so far. Well, 3 if you count the second season of the season that he was in. This is he's in the U.S. minor, but I don't count it. I count it as 1 full season. But so Rick Medina Jr. was in Power Rangers Wild Force, and he was the Red Ranger by the name of Cole Evans. So yes, Rick Medina Jr. was the Red Ranger at Wild Force. He played Cole Evans. And me loving the color red, because red's my favorite color. Rick therefore became my favorite Ranger. Not because he was red, but because he was a lion, themed Ranger, and I love and when I was younger, I was big into lions. I guess I was big into big carnivores, big, strong, mean carnivores like lions. So therefore, did every Lion Themed Ranger become a Ranger? No, they did not. I'll say that real quick. What stood out about Cole? Why did Cole become my favorite Ranger? In order to understand that, I first have to go back to what was my first series. When I first experienced Power Rangers. When I got introduced to Power Rangers. Basically, what happened was I was 5 years old. Basically, how I started watching and loving Power Rangers was back when I was like 5 years old. And that I believe that was in 2000, I think. And I was living over in Wisconsin with my mom, and my mom would go to work at the casino in Wisconsin. I'm not sure where there's a casino in Wisconsin. That's probably where my mom worked. And yeah, and my babysitter I had, she also had kids, and they had some Power Rangers stuff, which I didn't know what Power Rangers was at the time. And then one day they were watching Power Rangers, and I was like, And I was like, hey, what's that? Like, and they were like, they were like, it's Power Rangers. I'm like, what's Power Rangers? Like, is this kid serious? He doesn't know what Power Rangers is? So, yeah, because I mean, I was like 5 years old. I didn't know what Power Rangers was. I didn't know what the heck. I didn't know what the heck. I mean, back then I didn't know what the heck Sentai was. And so basically they were telling me what Power Rangers was, and they was like, okay, I might be into this. And the series they were watching was Lightspeed Rescue, which I had no idea what was on at the time. So then, of course, that's when I first got hooked on. That's when I got hooked on Power Rangers, and basically there was only ever like one Lion Themed Ranger after Cold, and that was Dustin, the yellow Wind Ranger. Well, he's technically Robo Knight, but I don't really count Robo Knight as a ranger. I mean, he is a ranger like character. I mean, he is Rangers in the same, so yeah, he is a ranger to me. To other people, but to me, he's. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know what we're talking about, guys. But anyway, basically what series I grew up on? The series I grew up on were Time Force, Wild Force, Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, SPD, Jungle Fury, RPM. Those are the series that I grew up with. And of course, Samurai, Super Samurai, Mega Force, Super Mega Force, Dino Charge, Dino Supercharge, Ninja Steel, Ninja Super Seal, and Beast Morphers. Right, I'm still growing up now. I was little. I was really big in animals. And with preseason time travel and space and time travel and vehicles, and with there being like dinosaur and Time Force, I was like, whoa. When I learned the next season was going to be animals, I was hyped. I was excited. Like, how can I not be? In fact, growing up, I got a lot of Power Ranger stuff. And I'm still buying stuff. I'm still buying Power Ranger stuff now. But Power Ranger's like Cole is so different. That's probably why I generally liked Cole. Because he was different from the Red Rangers of the past. And for me, I didn't know anything about the other Red Rangers. Except for like Wes and Carter. At the time. But I also had, but when I was growing up, now, granted, I was born in 96, so I had no idea what that Mighty Morphin was. Or Turbo, or Zeo. Or even Lost Galaxy, or in space. Which that one right there is even the bigger tragedy. I grew up on the 10th anniversary of Power Rangers, which in Japan was the 25th anniversary season. That appeared a year earlier. So yeah, that's what's really bugging me, guys, is that nothing compared. Now, and of course, Cole is also like Tarzan in a way. He could communicate with animals. He could hear the animals' hearts. That's probably why I liked Cole so much. Is because he was a human that actually. Because after seeing how cruel human, we as the people could be to animals, they are amazing creatures. And the fact that he had a lion's horde. I mean, the king of the freaking jungle is cool. It's cool to me. I mean, granted, Jaden. No, I will say this: Jaden was lion themed, and he was also red. But his acting could have. I will say this so. Alex, the guy who played Jaden in Samurai and Super Samurai, could have done a better job. And of course, speaking of Samurai, that was the other series that Cole that Rick Jr. was in. He played Decker, or Juzo and Shinkenger. Now, this series was now it was right around the end of Mega. It was right around. Now it was right around the beginning of Megaforce, or the right on the ending. It was right on. It was right. It's right about near the end of Super Megaforce, and the beginning of Dino Charge. That was when the Rick Medina Jr. was in jail. And that devastated me. I did not like that. I was devastated. I wasn't happy. And why was I not happy? Because my favorite actor was in jail. One of my favorite actors was in prison. Hulk! Stop. For something that he did, but it just broke my heart. But then I was like, wait. Then I was like, rewind. The actor was in jail, not the character. So then I go on Facebook and say that he is still my favorite actor, regardless. Because to me, it's not about what he's done. It's not about what he did. And why he was put in jail. And the fact that he was put in jail for it. The fact that Cole was still my favorite Ranger. Regardless. Was only my favorite Red Ranger for sure. And now, what should have been probably the biggest part of this video. I'm gonna give you another little bit of info that you didn't know, that I completely spaced out on because I didn't realize this until like after I got out of high school, or until I was in until like my junior year. So I downloaded the Power Rangers wiki. I downloaded the Power Rangers wiki app, and then I typed in Decker. I was like, huh. Now, why does he look so familiar? I typed in Clevin, so I was like, Oh, cool, there's Cole. And then I looked, wait. Like I was looking at both I was looking at the both pictures. Like, wait, am I going nuts or is he the same guy? Like, because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I played Decker was like Keanu Reeves or something like that. But the guy playing Decker in Samurai, which I didn't realize until my junior year of high school, was Rick Medina Jr. It was Cole Evans, this actor. And now again, I know this now, but I did not know this when I was in high school. And now for probably the biggest hit thing coming out of my mouth today. It is a great honor and pleasure to say he's finally free! Rick Medina Jr. is out of prison! Hells yeah, baby! Now I know. Again, he probably can't go anywhere for a while now. Now I don't know if he's on parole or he's fully free and out of jail and not on house arrest. Which, if he is, that would suck. Because then he couldn't leave his house for work. I mean, that's if he still has a good connection with the people that. That's if he has a good connection with the people at Hasbro. Because if he's a good relations with his friends from Wild Force, he can come back to Power Morph. He can be a Power Morphicon. The next Power Morphicon. Which is huge. Which means if I ever get to Power Morphicon, I get to meet this dude. Seriously, how awesome was that? And guys, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section down below. As always, I mean, you can say more than just my content is good. I know some of you people don't like my content. But hey, just tell me what you guys think of the video. If you guys like the news, then let me know. If you guys don't like the news, let me know. But please keep your comments kind, constructive, and don't be rude. Peace out, y'all.